Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Hornit Trace bike taillight. Designed to be invisible when the taillight is off and bright when it's on, the Trace is one of Hornit's latest taillights. It's a very compact taillight with a transparent body for great visibility. You can see packaging wise very simple. It's a square box. You have an illustration of the taillight on the front, some information on the sides, as well as some of the details on the other side. So we'll go ahead and take it out of the box and go over the specs. So retail price on this is very affordable. It's only $16.95. It has 15 lumen max output with a rechargeable micro USB charging port. Has a 200 milliamp integrated lithium polymer battery on the inside and 300 degree visibility thanks to this transparent body that lights up when it's on. You have 4 basic modes of operation, multiple flashes, and a constant, with runtimes that range from 12 to 72 hours, depending on which mode you choose. And it has a quick release mount, so a little rubber strap that you can easily hook on and then hook off for round seat posts. In terms of what comes in the box, you can see the box itself really nice. It has this reinforcement on the inside, so it holds its form. You have the micro USB charging cable. It's a little disappointing not to see USB Type-C, although we are starting to see more taillights on the market. And then you have this very small card that actually serves as a divider on the inside as well, that tells you the charge times on the different modes, and then tells you how the power indicator works, as well as the operation, which is basically on off, and then the different lumens and runtimes. Now let's take a look at the weight of the Trace. So it's pretty small, so we don't expect it to weigh very much. So it comes in at 32 grams. Now let's go to the fit and finish of the Hornit Trace taillight. It's a very compact taillight with a small integrated battery and only 1500 lumen output. Now 15 lumens doesn't sound very much, especially today where all taillights are kind of pushing 100, 200, 300. But for the under $20 price, it's not surprising and has really good runtime as well, so you can run this for multiple hours. You have a transparent clear body here, and what's nice about this is when you turn it on, it actually lights up the whole thing. So if I put it in the constant mode, you can see you have good 300 degree visibility, so even when you're on the side, you can still see the taillight. That's something a lot of taillight companies forget. Dual LEDs, so you can see you have 2 LEDs, they operate together. And then a very simple power button on top. You only have 4 modes, flash, constant, variations, and a daytime flash as well, which is surprising given that it's only 15 lumens. But with the daytime flash, it's more visibility, so it has this irregular pattern and it puts out the full 15 lumens, while the other modes do lower lumens to extend the runtime. Power button has a nice tactile feel as well, and then you have Hornit written on top. On the sides, it's just transparent. You have Trace on the other side. It's pretty much a square body. And then on the bottom, you have the micro USB port. It's a little disappointing not to see USB Type-C, but that's something starting to become more common these days. And then a little rubber gasket, so you just push flat and make sure it's nice and sealed. You have a basic rubber strap mount. So you can see it's actually pretty nice. So with cheaper rubber straps, these tend to be really thin and tear, but this actually feels well made. And it has this double hook design. So you can see it has a hook here and then the back side that'll also go through. So you want to put this, if you can, two holes behind, and then you can kind of do that. So you can see the front hook goes under, and then the back hook will sit against the other ladder part of the rubber strap. So pretty simple. It only will work on round C-tubes. It won't work on an arrow because you can see this profile would kind of flop around. But it is rotatable, so you can see it's offset right now for a rearward angled seat post. You can also just rotate this around, so just spin it around, and that's great if you want to put this on your clothing. So if you have a little hook, you can put that on there. Or if you have a saddlebag hook, you can flip it again. So it gives you a nice flexibility. Now let's take a look at the output of the Trace. There are 4 different output modes. You have an irregular flash pattern at the full 15 lumen, a normal on-off flash with 5 lumens and 27 hours, constant mode with 2 lumens and 12-hour runtime, and then a flash version of the same lumen but with the highest 72-hour runtime. So good runtime all the way around. Now at only 15 lumens, this is not the brightest taillight on the market, but you can see if you have tree coverage or city with a little bit of shadows, you still have good visibility from a distance, and that transparent body means you can actually see it from the side. So if you come up to an intersection, other people will see you. Now in the brighter sun, it is harder to see the taillight. So we would recommend a stronger taillight if you do a lot of road cycling, but for commuting or city riding, this is a great option. Now let's do a little comparison between the Hornit Trace and other taillights on the market. One of the more direct comparison is the BC05R. It's a little 20 lumen taillight that's also similarly priced right around 20 bucks. You can see one nice thing about the Phoenix, it's compact and has a little battery status checker, something we've seen with more Magicshine taillights. And you don't have here, so with the Hornit, when this is running, there'll be a little LED on the inside that'll start flashing if the battery is under 10%. While on the Phoenix, you can simply check it. So that's one nice thing we wish the Hornit had. The nice thing about the Hornit though, compared to the Phoenix, is you can see Phoenix forgot about side visibility. So you can see at side angles, you can't see anything because of the black body, and it doesn't really stick out very much. While with the Hornit, they made the body fully transparent. So you can see even from high angles, you can see the taillight. So that's a really nice thing for nighttime visibility. There are other taillights like Magicshine. This is a Seeme 60. So cob LED, 60 lumens, so quite a bit brighter. And it has a lot more features like a little brake sensor and a flash when you have detects a braking. That's a nice feature, not always consistent though. As a calibration, it doesn't really know your speed, it's just based on a little accelerometer on the inside, so it can be easily spoofed. Similar design though, a little mount, square body. The Hornit, you can see more compact versus the aluminum trim. So it kind of sits there flush. A lot of taillights on the market these days are also a lot smarter too. So you get a lot of smart features like multiple colors, cell phone integration. So with this one, this is the Raz Pro. You can actually do multiple colors. It has a full app and can do brake detection, bump detection. So a lot of interesting features, not entirely useful, are a little bit gimmicky. They're just taking advantage of different sensors. And again, brighter, but costs a lot more. So at under 20 bucks. The Hornit is a very affordable option without a lot of the techie features. The Hornit also looks a lot like the Bontrager taillight. So you can see this is the flare. But again, the Bontrager, it's almost $60 for the taillight. And you can see much brighter, so 90 lumens. And has little side windows for that side visibility. So instead of a fully transparent body, you have side windows, Bluetooth connectivity, so you can actually check the status. But again, a bunch of features you're paying extra for. So if you want more tech features, you definitely have to spend a lot more. But if you just want a simple taillight. And again, lights are getting brighter and brighter. This is the NiteRider Bullet 200. So again, around 50 bucks, but 200 lumens. And you can see dual LED elements, so visible all the way from the back to the front. But again, you pay for it. So I think the Hornit is a good compromise between low cost and simple design. Now let's go over the pros and cons of the Hornit Trace. What we like about it is that it's a budget-friendly price. So it's very affordable at under $20. You also have that rubber mounting strap, which feels quite durable compared to some of the cheap rubber straps that other taillights come with. And you have excellent side visibility with that transparent body. So it's great for intersections or if someone comes at you from the side. Some of the cons for the taillight is the fact that it has micro USB charging. Most newer devices had USB Type-C. And at only 15 lumens, it's not particularly bright, so there are a lot brighter options, but they do cost more. Taking everything into account, we'd give the Hornit Trace an 8.4 out of 10. It's a great compact and affordable taillight for urban or city riding. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.